Hi there, listener. You're about to experience TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games, and there will be plenty of game talk, but also copious amounts of crude, off-color, offensive, and immature speech. So if you are of a rather sensitive humor constitution, we're just letting you know what you're in for with this show. It has games. It has jokes. You know, just games and jokes. Take the games, take the jokes, and have a good time.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to another TADPOG podcast. It's a show that happens twice a week where two old guys, most of the time, but not always, especially not today, talk about old games. It's Other Shit Monday, and we have two dear friends coming in from Atlanta, and I was like, let's do an interview. And they're like, yeah, let's do an interview. So today, of wolf fighting fame, Jacob York.
Hey guys.
He's already done his interview, so it's not his.
It's not mine, no one cares.
And then of his now fiance fame, Galen Crawley. You've done your requisite 2 episodes. So
Well, isn't it? We were
Technically
trying to figure
3.
it out. Wasn't it technically 3 because we ended up being such a major component of that cutting room floor one?
that works too, yeah.
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 But that was one recording session. It just got split into 2 episodes.
Super Mario World,
Super Mario World and Popcorn and
Popcorn
Apples.
and Apples, and then the other one.
You know, Popcorn and Apples was with Bioshock.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is that there was the other one was about.
Yeah, he choked up on it, made a big difference.
You got so like sensual sounding.
Do you think that's sensual?
You got really irate.
You did almost a Josh impression. I think Josh is very sensual. Hey, guys.
You sounded for a second like Ira Glass, which is pretty sensual.
Not to brag, but Dave's been called the poor man's Ira Glass.
The very poor man. Hello, ladies. And men. Who are we kidding?
Anyone, whoever's out there.
Hey, Min and Chandra. Hey. Sometimes Nicole.
I haven't heard Nicole on here in ever.
She's busy. She's
Yeah?
very busy.
Rude.
Well, I mean, no Nicole, no Miller,
Yeah, Miller we just haven't talked to in a while.
no Josh, no Josh.
Josh is going to be on for Sweekenden.
Oh, yay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
But today we're going to interview Galen.
Ooh.
Are you ready?
Dude,
Ready? I'm so nervous. I'm like, oh, I feel like it's a first date.
what's off the table? Anything?
I don't know. We talked about popcorn and apples, so probably anything's fine. I don't know.
Oh, my
Ooh,
God.
That's brave.
We'll see.
The fact that you
Good night,
think
everybody.
that popcorn and apples is like, oh, that's so huge.
No. There's a big difference between no. It's no, not today. That's my Timbo impression.
Good job.
Hey, our audience got that. They all got that.
Nobody laughed. I had to explain the joke.
I don't know. You'll be fine, don't you think?
Yeah, we'll see.
But more than anything, you have the power to say, I don't want to answer that.
I don't know. I don't wanna.
It's
And then
consensual
I'll answer
interviewing.
it.
And you'll
tell
tell
everyone.
everybody.
Anything we need to get out of the way first? Anything else? Any commentary? Any...
Intro stories?
I'm excited about this. There's my intro story. You're welcome. We got this package here.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
We opening this now? Or we saving it for later?
We can open a package.
I have not been here when a package has been opened.
Well,
This-
we gotta open
let's
it.
open a package then.
I probably won't eat any of the stuff in
No,
it.
you got to. If you're going to open the package, you got to.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
We're really going to stretch this out. We got 2
Are we-
things from Chris Edler.
How positive are you that there's
So you
food
just
in
want-
there?
I know that's one singular thing. So I
Yeah.
guess we may as well do all of
All
it.
right. Well, let's start with this. Does anyone have a... Well, here. Let me bag it up. Ooh.
Oh, my God. Why is so much dust coming
exploded.
off of
This
it?
package has dandruff. I've been excited about this for a while. I knew these were coming.
Are they just pinballs?
Oh, dude, you're gonna love this.
Ooh.
I'd like for you to read that label for me, please.
Soda Shack strawberry cream soda.
Jacob, how is Shaq spelled?
SHAQ, duh. Shaquille
How
O'Neal.
much does it cost?
99 cents.
Yeah.
For this is a lot. This is a lot of
It's
fluid.
big. Here's a lot of fluid.
Yeah, here's this one. What's
Well,
that
yeah,
say?
it's Shaquille O'Neal. It better be fucking big.
That's
Soda
fine.
Shack
It's
vanilla
the
cream soda.
It is the size of his dick, every can.
Wait, are these Arizona?
They are.
It says, yes, it says Arizona all down the side.
Holy shit! You're
It's
I've had it-
Arizona brand.
I've had Arizona green tea.
It's at Shackazonia. Right there.
Oh,
That's like a
my
Family Guy
God.
joke. Remember that one time that Arizona and Shaquille O'Neal formed a partnership?
You're not wrong.
What would that be like?
Don't.
I'm also just like amazed that somebody sent soda through the mail.
A big can for the big
Oh
man.
my God.
I can't wait to see these pop up on Instagram later.
That's a good point.
Can't wait. Very excited.
I'll take a picture after the show.
Grab it.
After the show.
Just don't throw them away.
All right, well, I'm gonna open
We're
this.
gonna pop these bitches open, drink
I'm
them,
gonna open this
drink them
Drink.
up,
vanilla cream soda.
and this strawberry cream soda. Shaq loves everything cream flavored. How you want your soda, Shaq? Cream.
Just so everyone knows, there's 90 calories per serving.
How many
8
servings are in a can?
A dozen.
Oh, it doesn't.
There's 3.
17.
No preservatives, no artificial flavor, no artificial color.
Do I need to pour this into something, or are we good to? Is everyone here good to drink after me?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. We're
Although
Ingredients.
I can do one of the weird things where I like open my mouth, and pour it into my mouth.
But I like the idea of you pouring it into something just for the Foley.
Oh, I got nothing.
Just pretend. Glug, 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 glug. The first ingredients: carbonated water, sugar,
That's
and
pretty
honey.
thick.
Oh man, it's Shaq eggnog. Whoa! Yikes!
Ice.
I would have figured you would have called it Shack Nog. No, it's Egg Shack.
This vanilla cream soda is pretty good.
All right.
That's no joke.
I mean,
This strawberry cream
yeah. I'm
soda,
gonna do it.
the texture's, it tastes good, but the texture makes it weird because it's just soda as
Yeah.
opposed to like a milkshake or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, this vanilla cream soda is actually quite good.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Here, I'll trade you.
Do you think that's because of Shaq, or do you think that's because of Arizona?
Like,
Shaq dips his finger
he's
in
the
every can.
maestro.
I have to say, the strawberry cream soda is pretty good. I wouldn't think that would be a good combo, but I actually like it.
Yeah, I'd actually like it too.
Yeah.
I like the vanilla better, I
I
think.
prefer the
Yeah.
vanilla.
I think the vanilla is better.
But
as
this
well.
does kind of remind me of like something that's strawberry. Like, you know?
This does remind me of the flavor it's supposed to be.
They fucking nailed it with this strawberry labeling. They fucking nailed it.
It's like if a computer came to life and manufactured a strawberry. That's what it tastes
Yeah.
like.
It's
This is
not
what
like
Tay, that AI that Microsoft created.
it's not
wants.
like the strawberry especially is not like cloyingly sweet though. It's just kind of a light. It's good. It's good.
I thought I would love to be out in public and see somebody like you walking in the road drinking one of these.
Just slamming
you
it.
say walking-
Just one right after the other. Just glug.
Did you say walking in the road?
Walking into the road.
I thought you said
Someone
that.
walking in the middle, being like, "Don't give a fuck, just drinking my soda Shack."
That'd be a hilariously sad obituary, wouldn't it?
He is survived by his 2 remaining cans of Soda Shack.
Double fisting soda Shack.
I wish I knew more basketball players so I could name his cats after them.
He died doing what he loved.
his 2 cans of Soda Shack and his cat, Tom Gugliotta.
There we go.
Jacob's favorite player.
Yup.
It's the only reason I know who that is.
What kind of dog would Tom Gugliotta
A
be?
Timberwolf.
A Timberwolf?
Yeah, Tom Gugliotta would be a Timberwolf.
Are those
Kind of.
legal? Are those street
I was
legal
gonna say
dogs?
it's kind of a cheat answer, but okay. Those aren't
In Minnesota.
domesticated, but whatever.
Tom Gugliotta is not domesticated.
He's wild.
That's gonna be in the show notes exactly as I think it should be spelled. I'm not even gonna look his name up.
I can spell it for you off the
No,
top of my
Nah.
head.
no.
It's Google-Ray Liotta. So
Nailed it. Nailed it.
We'll get that box.
Also,
get that
he's my
box.
second favorite cast member from Goodfellas. Is the guy that you said.
Tom Gugliotta.
That guy. Anyone have a package opening utensil? Sometimes I bring a knife. I didn't this time.
We got keys.
I'm just gonna open it. I'm just gonna work on this for 15 minutes. You
You're doing pretty well.
guys just go ahead. And,
Yeah, you're all ready. You're
As Chris Edler intended.
Don't sell yourself short.
You guys have a podcast. I'm just gonna open it from the bottom. You know how I do.
You're wild,
yeah.
man.
Every cereal box, everything. Bottom,
God.
bottom up. That's the
fuck
way
it.
Dave likes to open packages.
It fucks with me when I accidentally open a cereal box or like a small bag of chips upside down. I hate that
I
because
get
it's like
so
I'm an
anal
idiot.
about that kind of thing.
I can't enjoy this now.
What do we think it is?
Oh yeah, do we want to guess? It's probably food.
I picked it up and shook it. It felt like just a smaller box.
I think it's a.
It's a bunch of crumpled up newspaper.
There's things to read.
Yeah. Oh shit. What's
It's a snow
on sale? What's on sale for the Shamrock sale?
I think it's a balloon.
At the shop and save.
Green popcorn.
Okay. I can read the label on this. This is clearly popcorn. I can read the label. I want you guys to guess based on how this looks. I want you to guess what flavor popcorn this is.
Green
Wasabi.
apple.
Wasabi.
Wasabi, green apple.
Green apple.
Ladies and gentlemen, my good friends, this is dew flavored popcorn. I assume that's Mountain Dew.
Oh my god.
I would never have seen that coming.
This is HR Poppin' Snacks dew flavored popcorn. There are 100 calories and 1 cup's worth of this, which I imagine we're not going to eat much of.
No. This is impressive.
It smells. I'm not going to lie. It actually smells pretty good. I'm going to wait.
Oh wow.
Jacob did
scent.
not wait, and Jacob's facial expression.
They look like tiny cabbages. They look like Brussels sprouts.
yeah.
They do. They smell
right.
like kind of like caramel popcorn.
This is weird as shit.
This is
Weird.
weird.
It
That
tastes
tastes
like
a lot like Mountain Dew, and I think it's garbage.
How did they get the carbonation in the popcorn?
Oh my
is what
God.
I-
Okay, so they couldn't. Mountain Dew is trademarked, so it's a sketch of mountains in front of dew.
I didn't catch that.
Oh my gosh.
This is so weird.
I don't want these anymore.
Ryan is gonna love the shit out of these
Ryan.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
He will eat. I bet he will eat this whole bag on the way to work if I leave it down there for him.
But
I will say.
but
Don't
good,
let the hillbillies of Eastern Kentucky get a hold of this.
but
This
good
is
on
done.
Chris Edler because that's
Tadpog food is what it is.
yeah, that's some Tadpog garbage food.
guys, I'm gonna be the voice of dissent. I like it just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Was that all that was in there?
I think
No,
I could eat
there's
the
more.
recommended cup before I pass out in diabetic shock. But
Does not
It's
contain
interesting.
Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is a registered trade of PepsiCo.
oh my god.
It contains citrus drop.
Man, someone's really covering their ass. Their legal department had a nightmare
Yeah.
when the R&D guys came. It was like, hey, I got a great idea. Mountain Dew popcorn.
But their company name is HR Poppin' Stuff. How did they? They're like, that's fine.
They're
Yeah.
just skirting
No one's
everything.
gonna care.
Well, they bought the rights, I think, just to make the popcorn store.
Pop quiz. What kind of creature is HR Puffin stuff?
He is a creature type.
He is a creature type.
Like in the D&D term, like what's his monster type?
Aberration.
Right.
Aberration. Yeah, I think that's probably pretty good.
I know this because of a show called Mutton Stuff that Kenna likes to watch, in which he makes an appearance.
Oh, is that like a
wow.
spinoff?
Sort of, because his nephew is the mutt in the show. So,
Well, I guess I'll say dog then.
dog.
I'm gonna go with he's an orange.
yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm going with orange. I think he's a big old talking. No, I think he's like a tangerine.
You motherfucker.
He's a dragon.
He's a
He's a
dragon?
dragon.
Okay.
Yep, they talk about it like his nephew's like, well, he's a big important dragon, and I'm just a dog. He's the dragon mayor of that island.
Yeah, but no,
I'm a dog mayor,
Everything
nothing.
talks.
But if nobody knows you're a dragon, does it even matter?
Yeah. I mean, I think
If you're that undragon-like,
His body's dragon-like. His head is just not.
Do you think that's not just not his dragon form? We just don't see him in his
He
dragon
does
form?
need to. He's like partially
It's his
morphed.
elven form?
if he ever unleashed himself,
Yes.
he'd freak out the kids.
Unleash the
Terrible to
dragon.
behold.
That'll be in the show notes.
This table already looks fucked up with this soda shack
dang.
and Mountain Dew popcorn.
newspaper.
Yeah, and the newspaper just makes it seem like we've kidnapped somebody.
Oh, is there more?
There's this.
This is just bubble wrap.
This is just a big block of bubble wrap.
Yay, fun.
I thank you everyone for sending stuff in. It's amazing and awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We did get feedback on the eating stuff.
People seem to like it.
Did anyone catch a glimpse of this label?
No.
Okay, cool. We can do another guessing game. All right. I have a liquid here that is yellow and bottled. It does kind of look. It kind of looks like urine.
It looks like it.
It does look like urine.
It's like you're pretty hydrated, but not fully hydrated for it to
Yeah.
be clear.
Right, exactly. There's a little
You've
little
had 2
silt
bottles
at
of
the
water
bottom.
today.
What do we think this is?
I might have seen the label.
Okay, so when I asked if anyone saw the label and you said no, you just lied.
Well, no, I didn't say no. I just didn't
You just feel
say
like you have a
anything.
really good guess, like you subconsciously saw the bottle.
I feel like I might have. I feel like I might have seen.
enough
thing.
enough of it to put it together.
Yeah.
We'll do you last. then.
Yeah.
Galen, what do you think is in here?
My guess is it's Mountain Dew flavored cream soda.
Tyler?
Butter.
Butter.
That's a really
Butter.
good guess.
That's a very good guess. Jacob, what do you think the label
Or just
said?
canola oil.
I thought I saw.
Bottle of
Just
canola.
cooking oil. They just bottled it like it's a soda, so we have to drink it.
I thought I saw a banana.
All right. This is a gooey butter cake soda.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh man, that is not. I can tell you right now that is not going to be good.
Nope.
I mean,
We're in luck. It looks like a twist cap.
when Chris Edler brought a butter cake, that was very good.
I do not like gooey butter cake at all.
It's a St. Louis thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And like all foods from St. Louis, it's terrible. I went to college in St. Louis, and may I just say, the cuisine of St. Louis, besides the barbecue,
That's an angry
is
bottle.
terrible.
Besides Ozzie Smith and the barbecue, everything else is terrible.
Terrible. St. Louis as a city, great.
Drink it all in one pull.
Yeah?
Do it.
All right.
Oh my
We were all like,
Ruin your
got
calorie
so
count for today
excited.
and tomorrow.
was it
It's already ruined for today, so I might as well,
might
right?
as well drink this entire butter soda.
There's actually less calories in this than there is like in a can of just regular Coke. 170 in here.
That's pretty telling that the full bottle of butter soda.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try it.
Oh, shit.
It's gross. There you go.
Yeah. Tip it back to get some of that sediment, Jacob.
I'm pretty sure it's intended to be drank at room temperature.
What do you think?
That's not a thing I want anymore of.
My turn.
I'll mix it with some Everclear. We'll have a real fucked up time.
There you go.
Take a shot.
No.
You made a really good drink sound though.
Yeah, your
Thank
your
you.
glug was good.
I think we're gonna cut that and sell it on iTunes.
Somebody will jerk off to that on a repeat.
Drink Foley.
A Vor podcast of just Galen just going, well, glug, glug. Huh.
Let me say this. I don't think it's awful,
It's not awful, but it's not something I
but
would
it's
want
absolutely
more
not
of.
something I want. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
To
like
me-
cream soda and powdered sugar
Yeah.
mixed together.
To me, it's not the flavor. It's not like while I was drinking, it's the aftertaste.
The thing that
That's what I don't like.
was the most offended by was the dew popcorn.
Oh, no, I like
I will
the
say,
dew popcorn.
like, there was.
Actually, I'm gonna drink a
firmly
little
did
more
not
of this
like it.
cream soda to get the taste of that gooey butter cake soda out of
Who
my
made
mouth.
who made that butter cream gooey cake? Who made
Who made the abomination?
Buttercream gooey cake.
Excel Bottling Company.
Excel? Mm-hmm. Like Microsoft Excel made that?
Yeah. Yep.
They're like,
That's
we
just-
do two things.
That's just what they. That's just what they printed the labels with.
Arguably, we do one better than the other.
I don't know though. That's really. I mean,
It's debatable.
Okay, so
Subjective.
ingredients: carbonated water, pure cane sugar, natural and artificial flavor, caramel color, yellow 5, yellow 6. It's just sugar and yellow.
Yeah, it tastes yellow.
All we got?
Pretty yellow.
Good question. I just got all comfortable before checking. Oh,
There's a letter, right?
maybe we should have read this thing. That was on the top of the box.
You went in all savage under like.
It says like these are all full of poison.
Yeah.
Don't drink any of them.
It says TADPOG, : Today you have the chance to answer the question, and that is a proper noun. Is it better to have a soda flavored like a snack, or is it better to have a snack flavored like a soda? That's
Pretty
clever.
good.
That's good.
Yeah.
None of us put that together while trying these.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Please enjoy the gooey buttercake soda from my hometown. Well, we didn't.
Also, I trashed the food from your hometown. So. Sorry.
The Mountain Dew flavored popcorn was purchased at a truck stop in the barren plains of western Kansas. So I love that.
Okay.
That little bag of popcorn sure has had a journey, hasn't it?
All the way here to Western Kentucky.
See, I like to imagine
We're
this.
so proud of you, little popcorn.
Imagine that box of snacks with the brave little toaster. Like they're all in there talking.
Oh,
They're gonna love me.
they're friends.
I'm so good.
This is disgusting. You're awful
Don't
at your
throw
job.
me in the garbage can.
We're moving.
Give
I'm
it to
leaving
Ryan.
You here.
Enjoy. Signed, Pinball Archmage Chris.
I will say, I think
I'm glad we read that last. That way we get
Yeah.
to guess what these were.
The
I
guessing
think it
game
was a great
fun.
package.
This
You
was
know,
Oh,
That's
that's a
awesome.
good
great.
package.
This
Yeah.
was awesome.
Dude's got a good package, we're going to say.
Just because
Yeah.
I didn't like it doesn't mean that it's not a very well thought out package.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Chris Edler. And now we'll interview Galen.
That was spooky. Wow.
Beautiful music together.
I don't think we've talked about this before, so let's kick things off. Your first date.
Oh.
I've heard it from Jacob's perspective. I'd
Are
like
you
to hear
guys
it.
together?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Duh. Check out this bling.
We'll put it on the Instagram.
That is a nice looking ring.
It's
Thank
really
you.
That is a
nice.
really
you.
nice
He
looking ring.
picked it out entirely
and,
himself.
and proposed in Murder Kroger. It was really sweet. I saw the picture.
I
Damn
wish.
it, I did not. Fucking everyone thinks that because of that stupid picture that Galen posted of her joy.
I love it. I love it so much. I've never been so happy to have confused so many people. It
Yeah, it's not like there's somebody. He proposed in Kroger.
was awesome. I was like, I wish. The only thing that would have made it better.
It was such a sweet, fun little story. And
Did he
then
Ric Flair style propose in Kroger?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Jacob, why did you propose in Kroger?
I didn't. I didn't.
It's because Atlanta's Krogers are all have personalities, and they are all different. They all have nicknames. There's Disco Kroger. There's Murder Kroger.
I didn't know about Disco Kroger.
Disco Kroger.
I
Yeah.
knew about Murder Kroger. I hear from another podcast I listened to, they brought up Murder Kroger and
Yeah.
said that Murder Kroger tried to clean up its act or something.
And then someone was immediately murdered.
Yeah.
It was like Atlanta was like, no,
And
under no circumstances.
You cannot cleanse the blight.
so this Kroger had been making a huge push. We're rebranding. We're calling ourselves the
Beltline
Beltline Kroger.
Kroger.
because we are on the back of the
We're
Beltline.
taking down this sign that
Beltline
says
Kroger.
Murder Kroger.
Yeah. So
Putting
we're
up Beltline.
Kroger. And then somebody got murdered. And when I read the news story, my first
You mean someone got
reaction-
belt lined?
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And my first reaction was, ha, see, it is Murder Kroger. And then I was like, oh no, somebody
Someone
died.
lost their life. Somebody's child lost their life in this Kroger.
Oh, no.
I should not be so overjoyed. But they will be remembered forever.
Yeah.
To the victims of Murder Kroger, I salute you with this soda shack.
But we ended up going to
God, I want to see Fallout Atlanta and that be a location on your map. Just Murder Kroger. And that's where like all the raiders are set up.
yeah.
Yes. So good.
But we ended up going to kosher Kroger after
Or Crosher, as you like to
Crosher.
call it.
after I proposed, and she was just picture happy.
And I just wanted a selfie.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's the closest place that I can go that's voted to my people?
Yeah.
Okay, the kosher Kroger.
That's our closest Kroger. That's the one closest to
Okay.
us, and it has a giant kosher section.
Yeah.
Because it's in the area of town where like the really big Orthodox synagogue is. So
Congregation Beth Jacob.
yeah.
Okay.
What is Disco Kroger?
Disco Kroger, that shopping center where the Kroger is, that building, before it was a Kroger, it was a discotheque. And then when it got replaced with a Kroger, people referred to it as Disco Kroger. And like, there's a Starbucks in that shopping center, and when you pull into the drive-thru, they say, "Hi, welcome back to Disco Kroger. What can I get for you today?"
Gotcha.
Like,
Do they all speak with like heavy German accents?
nah. They had to clean that up.
Welcome to internment camp Kroger.
Well, that's a different kind of disco.
I guess we just have Park Avenue Kroger. That's the only distinct Kroger I know of.
Southside Kroger.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Ours aren't personality, just location.
yeah. One can only hope someone get murdered in one of those bastards.
Yeah, but then you couldn't call it Murder Kroger because everyone would get it confused with the one in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Manslaughter
Trademark.
Kroger.
It's like,
Voluntary manslaughter Kroger.
I'm sure that
Well, that person was hit and then died hours later.
I'm sure that every Kroger in Western Kentucky is probably statutory rape Kroger.
The finger blasted Kroger.
Yeah,
That's the one by the high school.
that's just all of them.
Everyone.
for a meth lab Kroger.
Oh, yeah.
That one, that
Doesn't ID for Sudafed. Kroger. Also meth Kroger.
they're sister Krogers.
Not to be confused with Math Kroger, which is very educated.
They have an extensive TI-83 Texas Instruments calculator selection.
Speaking of meth, you guys, how was Homo Meth Cabin this year?
I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't go.
It was located somewhere different this year.
yeah.
So pretty good.
Good. I'm glad. Sure, we'll talk all about it off the mics, but I wanted to bring it up. I wanted to know more about it.
This is my interview episode, Jacob.
Well, then,
Galen, did you
fucking
give me an
take
eye
charge
when
of
you
it.
asked that question? Like, can you believe this motherfucker?
That wasn't a question for me, so I don't know why it was asked.
The one where we tried to interview Galen.
But to answer your original question about our first date, that one. So our first date, well, the reason that I went on the date in the first place, because I was not.
Jacob in an exasperated arm raise.
Well, I had.
The fuck do you mean the reason?
You know.
I am the reason.
Oh, shush! You know the story. Be quiet. Just stealing my spotlight. I had gotten out of a relationship only a few months before he asked me out. A long relationship, and I wasn't really ready to be dating anyone. But he called me. We'd been like having a text conversation, and he called me and was like, "Hey, we can go back to our conversation in a minute. I know it's really late, but I just thought you were, I just think you're really funny and you're really pretty and you're really smart, and I'd like to take you on a date." And I was like, "Oh." He used the word date. He didn't say like, "Do you want to go grab a drink sometime?" So I was like, "Yes, I will." Even though I did not feel ready to be dating, I was like,
The first date post relationship.
yeah. Well, I'd gone on a couple of like Tinder dates, but those were like, come hang out. So I like went and met a guy at a bar, and we hung out for a couple hours and played darts, and then like I left. Like it wasn't,
Not like a date.
no, yeah. It
Just
was
like a see if I want to have sex with you kind of thing.
Yeah. But I was like looking to like maybe date somebody, and I was just like, yeah, no, this isn't working. But then he asked me out, and I was like, yeah, sure. And so we decided to go see Sleepy Hollow at Serenby Playhouse, which is a theater where I just did a show. I did hair that summer, like 3 months before. And it didn't occur to me when we made the plan to go see the show that I had just done a show at that theater and knew everybody that worked there. So it was the most high-profile first date you can imagine. We showed up and had been there for 2 seconds, and my friend Jeremy was like, and pulled me aside and was like, "Are you on a date?" And I was like, yes, shh. Yeah, we are. Don't make it awkward, man. And then, like, everybody in the cast knew, and all the, like, sound designers knew, and every time we'd pass someone, they'd be like, like mixing the sound and like winking at me, and I'm like, ugh. But we had a really good time. We ended up having a lot of fun, and it was, you know, it was kind of chilly, but we got to like walk around and see the show, and there's like a guy on a horse, and he's the headless horseman. It's Halloween. So it was fun, and it was also great because we got to talk a lot about like immersive theater and our thoughts on immersive theater, and you know what does that mean to us? And Jacob had all these like opinions, and we were in the car.
Jacob has opinions.
Shocking.
Well, we were in the car on the way there, and he was like, you know, I think a lot of times when people use the term immersive theater, they're using it incorrectly, because you'll go and see something and you follow somebody from room to room to room. You're not really a part of the story. It's more like a haunted house. And I was like, oh, that's a really intelligent analysis. Okay, cool, great. This guy's pretty smart. Cool. And then afterwards, we went, after the show, we went to Manuel's Tavern, which is pretty close to where I lived at the time, and we were getting dinner, and one of the things on the menu was a Nutella and apple sandwich, and like grilled sandwich, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so good, but I never get it because it's not filling. Yeah. And for dessert, Jacob was like, you're getting this, and got me the Nutella sandwich and a glass of milk, and I felt super silly ordering a glass of milk, and she was like, you're getting the Nutella sandwich. Of course you're getting a glass. I would bring you a glass of milk. And I tried the Nutella sandwich because Jacob got me to try the thing that I'd always wanted to try.
And eat every bite and drink all of your milk.
And then we went back over to his place because that's where I'd met him. So we went back over to his apartment where we now live together.
Was there a first date kiss?
Yeah. Spoiler alert. So we just sat in the car for a while talking and like, you know, showing each other our favorite YouTube videos.
Yeah, fun.
Very
party videos.
Very common first date activity, the YouTube party. So we were sharing, you know, watching videos and sharing videos with each other.
I feel like Game of Thrones bad lip reading had like just come out.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
You showed me NFL bad lip reading.
Bad rip leading.
Bad rip. You know, my poor brain.
Bad Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum.
Exactly. He showed me
Also
that
in
one for the
Atlanta.
first time, which I'd never seen. Oh, and also Key and Peele East-West Bowl, which I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that the two most life-changing things that happened to me that night were going on my first date with Jacob and seeing Key and Peele East-West Bowl for the first time.
I thought you were going to say bad lip reading and Key and Peele. Jacob was the third.
And then like third, and then Nutella sandwich, and then like fourth is going on my first date with Jacob. And so we were watching YouTube videos, and we'd just been talking, and he was like, you know, I just want you to know that the reason I haven't kissed you yet isn't because I like don't want to kiss you. It's just that I'm like trying to be really respectful because I know that you got out of a relationship not long ago, and I don't want to like I don't want to like push you and like, you know, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. I want you to know I respect your boundaries, and if you're not ready yet, that's fine. I totally understand, but I want you to know that I am definitively attracted to you. And
you can see by this erection.
It's like long.
I like the presenting motion you made, Tyler.
But it gives this like slightly rambly but like adorable long intro about why he hasn't kissed me, and I was like,
Baby girl
"You can
DTF,
kiss
boy.
me." I said, you can kiss me, and he yelled, oh my God, I would fucking love that, and then just like grabbed me and kissed me. And I was like, that's the best thing anyone's ever said before giving me a kiss. That's amazing. And it was magic from then on. And I mean that even though I said it in a stupid voice.
Do you know the original proposal plan?
No,
Jacobs?
Did I not tell you that?
I don't think so.
That I wanted to take you on the backwards first date?
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah.
did tell me that. Yeah.
But unfortunately, that I wanted to...
Yeah, explain those.
Because initially, one thing that she didn't mention is that before that, I went to go see her in her last performance of a show.
Oh, that's right.
At Stage Door Players, a theater that we have both worked at down there. And what I wanted to do was start off and be like, hey, I have to go do this thing up at Serenby, but do you want to go get something to eat first? And then be like, well, Manny's is about to be closing down for renovations. Let's go get something to eat at Manny's. And so go to Manny's and then go to Serenby. And then on the way back from Serenby, be like, hey, the artistic director texted me and I need to go by and pick something up. Do you mind if we go by Stage Door real quick? And so take her on the opposite of what our first date was.
Such a cool plan.
But we couldn't do that because Manny's had already shut down. So, and
Brick.
it would have been like really weird and obvious if I had just been like, oh, well, here we are at Manny's.
And you pull out of a plastic sandwich bag with the Nutella now.
Yeah. So I didn't do it that way. Would have been.
Did that just come out of your pocket?
I always carry these around. You know me, Jacob, Nutella and apple Jacob.
I love me some Nutella.
Would have been tipping my hand a bit.
Yeah.
Galen. What is a gamer?
What is a gamer?
What is the definition of a gamer to you?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. Jacob tells
Interview
me.
over, I guess.
Jacob tells me.
No, not Jacob tells you. What do you think?
Well, what I was going to say is that he tells me that I'm a gamer when I don't
Okay.
necessarily feel like a gamer.
Here's my rationale for why she is a gamer. She started playing Disney Infinity too.
Because
and
I'm 8 years old.
Do we not tell you Jacob's a pedophile?
Yeah, we
Have
forgot
we
to mention that.
I am an 8-year-old.
and
Manny's is actually a daycare.
If you,
And it's a Nutella and apple sauce.
if you remember the Super Mario World episode, you will remember that I had never played a video game before I played that.
but she
Except for
she
Titanic.
That was a computer game. I think that's different.
but she got to a point in Disney Infinity where she was pissed off about something.
The intro is
and
crazy glitchy.
bitching about it, but continuing to play it anyway because fuck, I have to get through this. And that was when I was like, oh, that's a thing a gamer says. A gamer says, fuck, I
that
have
is
to get through this.
True.
Well, no, I think the thing that actually made you say that was that the intro's been insanely glitchy, and I've been like reading on all these forums about how to get through it, and like, how do I finish this? How do it's so glitchy, and all of it, like there are so many different kinds of glitches, and eventually I was like, okay, I think it's just totally screwed. I've mostly been playing with 2 of the characters, and I was like, well, in order to play on the Avengers playset, I'm going to have to use these 2 characters that I haven't used at all. So I think I'm just going to restart the intro. I think I'm going to delete everything, restart the intro, and play with Black Widow so that I can build her up so that when I go in to the Avengers playset, she's more powerful. And
Sounds
Jacob was
gamer
like,
talk.
oh, you're a gamer.
all of this sounds like gamer
And I was like, oh, you're grinding. Okay.
You had me at reading forums.
Yeah, so I guess to me, a gamer is somebody who, like, puts more than, I would say, invests more time or mental energy into the game than just sitting there playing it. Like if you don't feel the need to like maybe research it, or if you don't feel the need to like see every bit of it, I don't know. That's I don't know. My definition could be different in like 6 months when I've actually played more games, but yeah, maybe that's it.
So how does Disney Infinity play? I know nothing about it other than you buy amiibo like Disney things.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say a lot of Disney Infinity has been kind of disappointing because it's not as levels based as I think like Kingdom Hearts is. Kingdom Hearts, you're playing through, my understanding of it, I have never played Kingdom Hearts, but my understanding of Kingdom Hearts is that you're playing through all of these different levels. It's a platform game, yeah?
Well, sort of. But yes, you are playing through different levels.
Yeah, and whereas Disney Infinity, a lot of the focus is on building what they call toy boxes, which is where you're you're given a blank slate and you can build it up like SimCity style, and you can like buy, you can buy different like pieces of, you can buy a pillar from Agrabah so that you can build something that looks like Jasmine's Palace, and you
Agrabanian.
can. Yeah. Sure. And you can buy. So a lot of the game seems to be built around that, but there's also, so those are toy boxes. There's also play sets, that's like platforming. So you can buy like the Avengers playset, which comes with 2 Avengers characters, and you can play through a storyline as an Avenger. There's also one for like Guardians of the Galaxy, and the new one there's like Star Wars. And then there's another part of it where you are like literally just like decorating the inside of a house. It's called the interior. You're decorating the inside of a house like you're in The Sims, and excuse me.
Need some
And little
some gooey
characters.
butter cake soda.
Or some Mountain Dew popcorn to wash that down.
I think I'm gonna take a swig of the soda shack.
Let Shaq punch his way down your throat to soothe it. Dribble the basketball flavor to your belly.
Perfect.
Oh man, what if that had summoned Shaq the genie? What if we opened the can?
And Kazam had come
Kazam
out.
came out of that
Try
motherfucker.
rubbing it. Oh man.
I rubbed the gooey butter cake soda, but not that. Why? I don't want the genie that comes out of that bottle.
Then steel comes out of the other can of Shaq soda.
Dang it. Yeah, so the interior is just like you're like building a little house and decorating it like it's The Sims, and then all of these like little characters come up to you and are like, "This house sucks. You need more beds." And you're like,
That's like you're playing Fallout 4. Okay.
yeah. So it's like 3 different
Shut up,
games
Donald.
in one.
You sleep in hay.
Yeah.
There, in Fallout 4, I just want them to have a little. Jesus.
A little too much Shaq.
Also, I have consumption.
I just want them to have a little bit of fucking initiative in Fallout 4. It's like, guys, if you need a bed, you have the material.
Yeah.
Okay? It's here.
Yeah.
Just build a fucking bed.
All those wastelanders, fucking entitled.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
And some of them, the ones that are synth, even worse so.
Man, I want to talk to you after this is over about Fallout 4. I'm just getting to the point where I'm about to finish it, and I'm fucking sick of it. Like,
Yeah.
I just want it to be over. As with basically every Bethesda RPG, I get to a point where I'm like, oh, fuck, okay, enough.
How many hours are you into it?
I don't, 5 days and some change.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Anyway, continue. I'm sorry you were coughing, so I was talking about Fallout.
No,
Those
yeah.
motherfuckers wanted beds.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't know. It's the thing about it that, I don't know, maybe it gets a lot more fun later, but it's so glitchy.
I would be shocked if it got more.
I don't
after
think it's
seeing
going to
you
get
play
more
it.
fun. But the thing about it that is nice is that I've like never played a video game before, and because it's a child's game, it literally teaches you everything
Yeah.
about, because
Yeah.
there's also like there's all this like driving stuff, and you can like build a driving, but a lot of the focus on it seems to be in building your own games. In the toy box, you're supposed to like build your own game and like have other people play them, and I'm like, no, I don't care. I don't want to build a game. I want to play.
I want you
a
to have
game.
built a game that I can play.
Yeah, and you can like get in the community and like, other people have made games that you can play, but it's fine. It's been like I've had some fun with it, but it's gotten to the point where the intro to the toy box is so glitchy that I can't finish it. And I'm like, I've spent how many hours trying to play through this, and it keeps telling me that I'm not finished with it. And I don't want to just give up on it because I'm supposed to get something. I'm supposed to like win a thing, and it hasn't happened. So I'm like, ugh.
Do you think it's because they're like, at the end of the day, the developer's like, it's a kid game?
I do kind of feel like it's that way. But it's, I mean, I don't know if version 3 is any better, but from what I've read online, like version 2 is just insanely glitchy because there are so many different kinds of glitches that happen in just the intro. People can't finish it.
And it seems like when I was trying to get this for her, I priced some of them, and version 2 was across the board the cheapest. Mm-hmm. So it feels like they put in more effort on Disney Infinity 1, but then they released this Disney Infinity 2 just because they were like, they knew that people would buy it.
So it's not the same thing? It's not like one's just one, like 2 is just a patched version of 1?
No,
like,
it's different because there's some stuff too, like in version 1, there are, so the little figurines that you can buy, like the play sets, like the Avengers playset and the Guardians of the Galaxy playset, there are characters that will only work in those, that you can only play the playset with those characters.
Okay.
You can play any of those characters in the toy box, but a playset character can only be played in a playset. Then there are toy box characters. So like I have the little Merida and Stitch figures. They can't be played on the platforming aspect of the Avengers game. So I can't play Merida in the Avengers storyline.
well, I mean, that would be silly, but right.
Yeah, but also, like, wouldn't that be so fun if, like, Rapunzel, because I have the Rapunzel figure who is an Infinity 1 character, but she can be played in the toy box. She can be played in the make your own games and all that. And there is some fun stuff. Like, I found some fun, like, battling games, and that's nice too for me because I'm like, it's literally just practice for me. It's just practice with controls.
You know Elsa and Rapunzel are sisters?
Cousins.
I think they're twin sisters.
No. They're cousins.
We'll watch the film theory.
No, they're cousins. Yeah.
Identical cousins?
Identical cousins.
They're two of a kind.
They're well, because Rapunzel is at the coronation. Rapunzel and Eugene are at the coronation.
Is Eugene the little...
No, Eugene is Flynn. His real name is Eugene.
Oh.
You guys are talking in code.
I know.
No,
I know
Eugene.
Disney.
No, you're gonna Flynn me when I get back.
I don't even...
We ended up watching the Disney shorts that are up on Netflix.
Yeah, the shorts collection.
And the one for I have not seen Tangled, but the little iguana or gecko guy
Pascal
is incredibly cute.
Yeah.
It was very fun to watch. Both that one and the Frozen one were very fun.
Jacob's
and
never
very
seen
adorable.
Tangled. Yeah, those Snowgies in Frozen Fever.
God, they're so fucking cute.
They're fucking cute as hell.
so adorable.
They're really cute.
Show notes. All right.
Olaf's little brothers.
Have you ever played Little Big Planet, Galen?
No.
Oh man.
I think you might enjoy that based on my very limited understanding of Disney Infinity.
I think you would go out and buy a Sackboy after you played that.
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
We'll show you.
But it's Sackboy sounds pretty dirty.
Yeah, it does. You're not wrong, but it's not dirty.
Oh, okay,
Sackboy is
okay.
also cute.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
it's a cool game.
I like cute things.
I think you might like it.
I'm currently wearing a pink flowered shirt. I like cute things.
And you're dating Jacob.
Pretty cute.
So you basically already answered it, but do you consider yourself a gamer?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But I think the fact that I don't is a lot of like, fake geek girl stuff.
Oh, fuck that bullshit.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but it's also like, I don't know. I've always very much been the kind of person that like, I don't want to like claim ownership of something that I don't actually like know like anything about. And I like playing the one game that I play, but I still tend to get super frustrated. I played a little bit of Braid. Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. And I liked it, but it was so frustrating. I mean, I played it for like 20 minutes. And I was like,
Braid can be frustrating.
Braid's hard.
It was super, super, super frustrating.
But it's like the gamer girl, like, oh, I love Halo. I played it all the time on my PlayStation 2. Love it. I'm a gamer girl.
No, I never played any of that. I would say that like the most gamery thing that I've done was get ridiculously into Bioshock, but I've never played it. Like, I did not pick up the controller at any point. I just watched Jacob play it the entire time.
I think you're taking notes about the Titanic game to try and beat it and all that shit. That's pretty hardcore. Like, computer games count.
Yeah. That was my that was certainly my like earliest game.
How competitive are you?
I'm fairly competitive. I'm not like I'm not a sore. I don't think I'm a sore loser or a sore winner.
Jacob, thoughts?
Yeah, no, I made a face as a joke, but no, she's pretty fine when it comes to stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not terribly competitive. Like, I like to win, but I like being
You
right
like to win
more.
arguments.
Yes, that's exactly what I was
But you
gonna
don't
say.
like to win games.
I don't necessarily care about winning games because I know whether or not I win the game as long as I'm correct about something. That's what really counts. Because I love being right.
Ah, a Nicole Nance mantra. Okay.
Oh, I love being right.
I'm just curious because I'm trying to, I mean, if you're taking notes and if it seems like you're putting a lot into Disney Infinity, I'm trying to figure out what the drive is behind that. And if it's just, do you think it's the property? Like, do you think it's the Disney
I
property?
think that has a lot to do with it
Yeah.
because it's so much fun to play as the characters.
Okay.
And speaking of like girl gamer shit, two of the characters that I have, the little figurines that I can play as, are Rapunzel and Jasmine. And their dialogue, if they are like beating somebody up, if they're hitting somebody, if Rapunzel's throwing her frying pan and kicking them, she'll go, "Ooh, sorry." And it's like, no, this person's trying to fucking kill you. Why are you apologizing?
yeah.
Aladdin doesn't apologize. Stitch doesn't apologize. And Jasmine will be like, oh no, did that hurt? And it's like, well, it was fucking supposed to. You kicked him in the head.
Right.
What
Where
the
are my
fuck?
babies to raise?
But Maleficent makes no apologies.
But Maleficent is so much fun to play at. And Maleficent is like, I thought it would be like, oh, you know, she's still, you know, she's a good guy. You're playing as Maleficent. She's scary.
Yeah.
Like, it is, like,
She's the Darth Vader of Disney
she
Infinity.
is,
Oh, I guess there's.
Oh, there's Darth Vader.
yeah. She is just a total badass. She's legitimately scary, and she's so overpowered. Like, the first time I did her special move, I was like, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. Okay.
What is her special power?
The entire world, she like zaps like energy burst or something, and the entire world flashes green and gray. Everything changes color for a split second. She like sends out a radioactive energy blast that changes the entire world. It's nuts. it's so terrifying.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's super, super, super fun to play as. But I think that's the most fun thing. And that, so far, is the thing that I like doing the most, is I like playing as the characters and just, like, fighting things. That's what I like doing, which is also so funny. I was saying this to Jacob. We, a couple years ago, when he had a game that was playing Pathfinder pretty regularly, I built a Pathfinder character, and I was super excited to use it. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to, you know, I think I maybe want to be like a healer or something. But then we started building the character, and I was like, no, I'm not into being a healer. And I ended up building a bard character that I was really, really excited about, but never got around to using because the game sort of fell apart. And I was a little disappointed about that because I'm like, I have this really cool bard character that I feel like is like really speaks to me. And then we started playing a game of Call of Cthulhu with a friend. And my character in Call of Cthulhu was like, I had built her to be like an intelligent, diplomatic character. And as soon as we started playing, we got like a session in, and I was like, oh, fuck, I should have built a tank. Because I realized that I was the person who was like, you know, breaking in with my gun drawn. I was the person, like, I was somebody who wanted to fight. And I was like, oh, that is not at all what I would have expected I would want to be doing. But in the game in Infinity, that's what I like doing. I like fighting. That is fun because it's something that like I don't know. There's something about it that's really fun to me. More fun than like, oh, I fucking hate when I have to drive. And also the driving mechanics in Disney Infinity are horrendous. Like it's so hard to use.
We're not doing the interview. We're doing Disney Infinity.
We're doing Disney Infinity.
That's gonna make show notes art like so much better. So let's just I shouldn't say better, but easier on me. I just Google Disney Infinity. Okay, plop, we're done.
Yeah, just
take Galen's face over a picture of Maleficent, and that's you're done.
I don't got time for that. We got to publish in an hour.
Yeah, so
I'll just draw your face. I'll just try to draw your likeness in paint.
I love it.
Right over whoever's on the cover of Disney Infinity.
I don't know. I think it's Donald Duck.
Done.
Perfect.
My little sailor jacket and hat.
No pants.
No, never.
Yeah, pants.
No
You have
pants.
to post. What's his name? The Donald.
Dolan.
Dolan. Yes.
Dolan Duck.
Yeah,
Galen, please.
The fucked
No.
up 4chan edition. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a dangerous, weird rabbit hole.
Show notes.
That's what
That's Sackboy.
Sackboy is. Oh, that's pretty cute.
He's a cute guy.
Pretty adorable.
Because I was about to comment, like, it sounds like you're like me in that you're like a story-based gamer, but after the relishing combat comment, maybe not so much.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know that I've played enough because I definitely still think a huge part of it is just that I'm trying to figure out the mechanics of playing a game, of combo moves and, press A when you're in the air to recover. By the time I remember to press A, I'm already on the ground. I'm like, oh, fuck. All right.
Do you know the story or have you played through Gone Home at all?
No, and that's actually one that Jacob has talked about to me for literally 2 years as one that I should play.
Okay.
And we really should.
That's good.
We really, really should play that.
Well, and also it's one of the things that I think that one of the reasons I think it would be good for you is because there are the stakes are high, but there's not a great sense of immediacy. There's not a dude who's behind you about to murder you with a shotgun,
Yeah.
at any given moment.
That you know.
Although you feel like there is.
Yeah,
Constantly.
exactly. So that's, being able to kind of take your time with something and figure out, because like I said, one of the things that I feel like I probably mentioned this the last time we were on, that as gamers, we take so much of the just knowledge that we have built up for granted, that we know that this button usually jumps, but in a platformer, this button jumps, this button will make you run faster, this button will make you fly if you can fly, stuff like that. Just the stuff that Super Mario Brothers has taught us over the years, that other games have taken. And for Galen to not have any of that is very interesting. It's very interesting to watch her play a game and to not know basic stuff that it's like, well, of course you wouldn't know that. You've never experienced it.
No, just double jump. Jump again once you're in the air.
Yeah.
What sense does that make?
Yeah.
Yeah. How? What would I be jumping off of?
Just
Your jump.
The air.
You're jumping off of your jump. That's why it's a double jump.
Physics, though.
You know what I miss? Holding down long enough to charge a jump. I really like that. That's a mechanic I feel like just didn't get enough
It's
love.
gone by the wayside.
Didn't get
the
enough
Luigi Mario 2 kind of.
Yep, I do miss that. I like a double jump too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I do like a double jump, but
The Symphony of the Night double jump is very satisfying.
yes. Yeah, because it's like, oh, I need this. Yeah.
How did I not have this the whole time?
Right. Yeah.
So your favorite game to date though, Bioshock 2?
Yeah. I think Bioshock. I mean, the Bioshock franchise, totally. But there was something about Bioshock 2 that I just loved. And I know that I'm in the minority on that. But I thought it was such an a really excellent way of building off of the world without making it, I don't know, because like a lot of times when something expands a world, it seems sort of like tacked on. But I thought it made so much sense the way they chose to do it that it made you realize, oh, I had only seen a small portion of this gigantic underwater city, and I thought they did a fantastic job of integrating the characters, the new characters, in a natural way. And I'm just obsessed with the idea of a like altruistic bad guy. I love Lamb. I love Sophia Lamb.
Well, and I was also wondering if part of it is, and this may be me, like backseat feminist driver, but I feel like part of it might have had to do with Lamb being a strong female presence that, like kind of took no shit from nobody.
Yeah, totally. And I'm really like, my favorite device in storytelling just about is horrible mothers who are horrible because they love their children too much. It's like my favorite thing. Dead Like Me. If you've ever seen Dead Like Me, the mom in Dead Like Me, I watched that and like got all of my friends into it at the same time, and we would watch it at work because I worked at Stone Mountain, and we had like hours and hours and hours off a day because we would do a show for 7 minutes and then have 45 minutes off. So we all marathoned Dead Like Me. We watched it all day long, and everybody hated the mother. And every time she was on, I was like hysterically sobbing because I was like, oh my God, but her flaw is just that she can't share her emotions, and like she loves her kids. And she feels horrible and she loves them so much, but she has no way to deal with those feelings other than by lashing out. And like, that is just like my favorite thing. I was a Cersei apologist on Game of Thrones for a long time, but I still maintain.
I like Cersei. I like Cersei that her one redeemable character in her otherwise monstrous persona is that she loves her kids.
I mean, I think that is something that's so cool and so well done in Game of Thrones, is that she loves those kids. And I honestly, anytime she says that she's doing something for her children, I believe it. Yeah. I will say most of the time, I'm just hate watching Game of Thrones. I'm watching it being like, I don't even know why I watch this because I don't enjoy it at all. I don't like love Game of Thrones, but I've watched it for long enough that I'm like, I'm going to keep watching. But like, it's not fun. It makes me feel stupid.
You don't like having your heart broken like every week?
It's hard.
I would actually argue that for me, it's more fun now because I have given up caring about anything.
It's a weird feeling, right?
Yeah, it's there's a freedom to it, and I don't
because the Red Viper.
Yeah,
spoilers.
Yes, yeah.
I remember you telling me like that was what broke you whenever you were watching it.
Fucked me up.
That
big
episode
time.
ended, and as the credits were rolling, Jacob was like, "I need to call my dad," and called his dad.
No, but let me say though, I wasn't even like, I need to call my. It was like numb.
Yeah.
I need to call my dad. This has fucked me up.
God, sorry. My phone. I hit the thing. Sorry.
Yeah, it was just like, it was awful. And Galen was saying to me for days after, like, I don't understand why this has hit you so hard. And I said, you covered your eyes. You didn't watch it. You didn't watch dude, like, screaming for his life. And when 10 seconds ago he was fine. He was winning. And in 10 seconds, he's screaming for his fucking life. And I was just like, I'm done. There's no reason that this should have happened. I see enough awful horror in life. I don't need that in my fiction.
And
so
cool. He's such like a minor character in the
I know.
books. Like that is
They
like
did a really
hardly
great
anything
job
in the
with him.
books. Yeah.
But being able to like not give a shit about Game of Thrones was incredibly freeing because now I can watch it and be like, now I'm sort of in that place where I'm like rooting for awful fucked up things to happen because I want the people who care about it to join me.
Yeah. I just watch.
You're Magneto. You're Game of Thrones Magneto.
I'm rooting for the White Walkers.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, all of these people deserve to die. Everyone deserves to die. Winter is coming. Go fuck yourself.
Do a hard reset.
I will definitely say I watch Game of Thrones the way that I watched Lord of the Rings, which was I saw the first movie and absolutely hated it. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, entire world. I hated the first movie. Mm-hmm. But I went to see the second two in theaters with my friends because I was like, this is an important cultural thing, and I need to have experienced it. I need to know what it is so that I can participate in these conversations. And I hated all three of them.
Really?
Couldn't stand
I
them.
love Two Towers.
I hate all three of them.
So what is it about?
I think The Hobbit's better than that original trilogy.
I
I
didn't
don't
see The
think so.
Hobbit. I didn't. I just think they're boring. I just think Peter Jackson is a boring filmmaker. I saw King Kong and was like, I'm gonna kill myself. This is
You
so
didn't like Jack Black in like a
long.
somewhat dramatic role that he
But
was
did you play the
sorta doing?
360 game though? For all those cheap, easy achievements?
Platinum that shit.
I watched that movie for an hour and a half before I saw King Kong, and I couldn't tell you one damn thing that they got on a boat there. That's the one thing I remember. But I was watching it and was like, what's happening? I mean, I get that you want to make something an epic, but like, oh God, it's just I just find his movies slow. I can't handle it. So I don't find Game of Thrones slow, but I definitely don't watch it because I like it. I watch it because, well, I've watched it for this long, and
People are going to be talking about it.
yeah people are going to be talking about it, and I at least want to know what they're talking about.
I think that's admirable. I gave up on that like probably about 4 years ago. I did get to a
Yeah.
point where it's like, nah, I'm not interested. I'm not doing it.
I gave up on Downton Abbey and Walking Dead. I reached a point with Downton Abbey where I was like, this is a soap opera, and I don't care. Even though their last name is Crawley, and that is hilarious every single time someone says that name, I laugh. It wasn't that, surprisingly, not enough to keep a person interested in a TV show.
You need to put more points in your narcissism, girl.
I know. I watched an episode with my parents, and Maggie Smith is like, the Crawleys have always been a well-respected family, and we're all like, oh my god, crying. We're laughing.
We're just
so
dumb
hard.
Southern Jews.
Exactly.
They just keep looking at each other every time
Yeah.
the name is mentioned. Like,
Yeah.
that's right. Right?
Okay.
Did
and
you
this
guys
is-
hear it too?
This is something that I have talked about with Jacob, certainly, but like Jacob and also these
Hello.
other two people named Tyler and Dave.
Hi.
When a character in a TV show or a book or a movie has your name, do you go like, oh, that's my name? Do you feel a twinge of like, that's my name? Or are you just like, that is my name, I hear it all the time?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it because every time it's like, well, fuck. Now, like,
There's another one to deal with.
exactly. Yeah, it's like, oh, great. Now when I overhear people talking about Dave, I'm gonna be like, oh, is it? Nope, I mean, it's the thing from the thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I sort of like it in the same way. Like whenever you see somebody driving the same kind of car, you just want to like wave at them.
I like that.
Car buds.
I do like that.
Car buds.
Yeah.
My name, my first and last name are so rare
Yeah.
that every time I hear them, I'm like, oh, yay, that's
Yeah.
me. I know that name.
Yeah.
That's my name.
I yearn for
I
that
get
sensation.
so excited.
There's
Yeah, someone whose like name has been the number one most popular boy's name for like the last 15 fucking years. It's not fucking novel. It is not novel at all.
It's super novel to me every time.
on my brother and me, they've been on a real Dave kick recently, and it's really starting to piss me off to the point where like I might send them $100 and be like, please never you fucking use my name again, because like when I'm driving and it's like, oh, there's old, I don't know, discount shop Dave. I'm like, whoa, what? Oh fuck, because I'll be like, yeah, I'll be like in my fucking beta waves, right? Just like driving to work, just like their words are just washing over my body, and then all of a sudden I hear my name. It's like, what the fuck?
You
God,
must have loved
stop
it when we switched over to saying CFP instead of his original name, which is also your name.
I did. No, I did. I love it a lot. Because it's also like, I don't like it when there needs to be a distinction between my first name and last name. And I'm like, do you ever feel that? Because Jacob's obviously extremely popular. I mean, but Jacob York, is different than Jacob. Like when I hear Jacob York, I don't know, it's weird. You're Jacob to me.
Yeah.
You're not Jacob
Yeah.
York.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
Jacob to me.
I've claimed that
slot.
name.
Right.
Most of the time, I was Tyler Wayne growing up. There's another Tyler on my baseball team. So he was Tyler. I was Tyler Wayne. I don't like my name, so when I hear it somewhere, I'll identify with it with them and because I don't really like it. So that's why Tyler Dunnigan is always Dunnigan. So
Do you not? So you say you don't like your name. Do you not? You don't like the name Tyler?
right,
Really?
right.
Wayne, you're okay with that?
Tyrone.
No, no. That's why that curse
Yeah.
ends with me. So yeah, when James started calling me Tyrone, I was like, yeah. And all the playbills in college is like, no, just put Tyrone Holland. That's fine. So in all those, and then leave.
I can't make the switch. I didn't. I knew that you. I didn't know that you really didn't like it.
It depends on how people are
though.
introduced to me.
Yeah.
If they keep on with that.
Because you were introduced to me
Meg-
as Tyler, and I
Meg still goes
cannot.
back and forth.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I go back and forth. I feel like if I'm talking,
People who have met you through me
yeah,
tend to default to Tyrone.
Like Leva still calls
Leva
me Tyrone.
calls you Tyrone. Yeah.
Yep.
but
I like your name.
Your mom
Thank
says
you.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jacob's mom. I
Tyler
pointed
and
at
that
Jacob.
disgusting podcast he's on.
And Dad still calls Josh pedophile.
Your dad just.
God bless him.
I think your dad just really wishes he was on this show.
He's not the only one. Anytime he wants to come
But
on.
that's a good point because I did think about this. I'll go ahead and say it now. Tim, if you're listening, you could probably stop now because I'll start asking Galen questions about Jacob's prowess. So if you just want to turn it off, or if you're interested, I don't know. We won't tell. You keep it to yourself. But I'm gonna go ahead and warn you now.
I'm
You don't
glad
want to
that
click
you.
it off.
I'm glad that you warned me before we move on. I guess that my father-in-law
Yeah,
listens
yeah.
to this show.
He does.
Okay,
Loves
so
it.
clicking my brain into position now. That's right. My father-in-law listens.
Yeah, no.
Hi, Tim.
No, let's talk about blowjobs. Go ahead.
He's a regular.
Blowjob better than no job.
What's happening?
It's like what that shirt my dad got from my mom, not realizing what it said. Because she was applying for a new job. He went to I think I've told this before. He went to a yard sale and saw a shirt that said, "I'm here for the job." And he's like, oh, okay, I'll buy that. It'd be funny to give to her for her interview. Bought it, got it home, laid it on the bed, and then realized behind it, kind of blending into the background, below is John on the mat.
By the way,
So I really hope he bought that, walked with the person. I'll give you a nickel for this and give it to my wife.
I felt like your dad's Astroglide joke was pretty legit. I just want to say he started off with that one, and I perked up because I was like, okay, Randy, I see you. What up, fam?
That makes me think that he listens. He's like, I gotta dirty it up a little bit. TADPOG audience, I gotta play to them.
If he wanted to listen, he couldn't figure out
Yeah.
how. So I'm not worried about it. Because, he hates Facebook, first of all, so he's not going to go that route.
Yeah.
He's not going to figure out iTunes.
Tyler, my RSS feed needs updating.
Should have Ryan showing him, setting up an app for him and say, just press this every Monday and Wednesday. He's not gonna do it. That and Ryan's
And
not
Ryan
gonna do
would
that because
never do
Ryan's on
that.
the show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Protected.
I do want to get him on eventually, though. I want to get
I know, you
him
said that.
and Ryan on together.
I'm all for it.
But
Get him to talk about Sonya Blade.
we can do
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat again.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
I have to remind him a whole lot about it.
I remember.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Remember she shot rings? Remember that?
Remember that game you played when I was in 6th grade? Don't you remember?
It was a very special moment for me, so I'm sure it was a special moment for you as well, right?
Let's see, Galen. Okay, here's a personal question of a non-sexual nature.
All right.
So you'd mentioned you were in a long serious relationship before.
Yes.
So is this your only engagement?
Yes. Yeah. My last
One and done, homie.
my ex-boyfriend Dan, he and I were together for like 4.5 years. And we dated in college. We started dating, I guess, when I was a junior. And he's a great guy. He's a great guy. Still one of my good friends.
Dan's
And,
a great guy.
He's a great guy. And it was just one of those situations. It's like the most heartbreaking thing where you're with somebody who's amazing, but you're just like, I'm slowly dying because I'm really unhappy, and it just sucked. And yeah, but we've managed to stay friends, and it's been really great. He lives in Atlanta, and he's got a girlfriend who's freaking awesome. She's so cool, and yeah, my parents will occasionally like still go see shows that Dan's in because they're like, "Oh, Dan's in it," and like they go see it, and he's a great guy.
So do you mostly date actors? Have you mostly dated other people in the theater?
Yeah, I've had 5 like relationships. Only 4 boyfriends. One of them was like
One was a girlfriend. Gotcha. Cool.
one of them was like an on again, off again when we were never officially dating. Blah blah blah. 4 were actors. Now that I'm saying that, I'm like, huh. 4 were
It
actors.
tends to be a thing that I've noticed among actors. Yeah.
And one
Axters, like I like to call.
Axters.
Me too. I prefer that. In my actor.
I'm gonna start when people ask me what I do, I'm gonna say I'm an axter, and they're gonna be like, "What?" And I'm like, "You heard me."
They're going to be like, I think you mean Axetress.
Yes, exactly. And I'm gonna be like, "Would you call a doctor a doctress?" And they're gonna be like, "You what?" And I'm gonna be like,
No, I'd call one a
Stop
nurse.
axing.
Thank you.
"Yes, exactly, exactly." Brah, brah, brah.
Oh, women.
Yeah, so of my 5 significant relationships, 4 were actors and 1 was a cop, police officer.
Okay, that's a pretty.
That's a
was the
different.
top the
Outlier.
on again, off again?
No.
Okay.
No. He and I actually only dated for like 2 months, but that was at the time. It was like a whirlwind summer romance, but we had known each other since we were kids because we'd gone to the same summer camp. And then there was a summer that we worked at the same summer camp. And so by the end of the summer, we'd been dating for like 2 months. And then I went back to school in St. Louis. And he came to visit me like the second weekend of school and then broke up with me like a week later. And it was the worst heartbreak I had ever experienced up to that point. It was horrible. It was awful. When he broke up with me over the phone, I drove to the apartment where 3 of my best friends lived. I drove over to their apartment in the pouring rain, sobbing hysterically. And I had only lived in this apartment the apartment that I lived in, I'd only lived there for 3 weeks when he broke up with me. And he had come to stay with me for a week. So I was in that apartment like, this place is tainted. I feel terrible. So I slept over at my friend's apartment on an air mattress on their living room floor for like 3 weeks. They just let me crash there for
good
3
friends.
weeks.
That's good
Yeah,
friends.
yeah, fucking great friends. They let me crash on their living room floor for 3 weeks until I finally went back to my on-campus apartment, rearranged all the furniture, and like just had to get on with my life.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so like breakups, then do you usually just like try to reorganize your life so that becomes like a different headspace you can just push away?
Yeah. And I mean, I will say for any of the breakups that I've had, it's actually ended up being that sort of happened kind of naturally. My first breakup happened, first semester, freshman year of college, high school boyfriend that I broke up with. And so, yeah, I was in a new environment, which just made it that much easier. But we had a whole on again, off again thing for like until the summer after our freshman year when I found out that he'd been cheating on me for like 9 months with a friend of mine. So that was a whole huge thing. But again, like I found out that he'd cheated on me and I was like, oh, well, then I don't care about you anymore. So that was,
That's an easy off switch.
Yeah,
And this motherfucker
exactly.
was at opening night of Homer's.
Yes.
And came to the after party, and it's
to the
like,
after party.
motherfucker, you think that you think that I didn't notice that shit? Get the fuck out of here,
I
homie.
saw him there and was livid. And like I don't think he knew at all that the playwright was my boyfriend. Like I don't think he had any idea. But like we both clocked that the other was there and then pointedly ignored each other the entire night. Ignore somebody where you know that they know you're there.
You see each other in the peripheral and you just act like, oh,
Yeah,
they're
I
not
was
over there.
so pissed about it, and Jacob was really annoyed at how pissed I was.
I will say I did get to a point where I was like, you have to stop talking about this because like
was
this is
so mad.
This is my opening night.
It was
Please
just,
stop caring about
I
this
know.
so much.
It was just so outrageous because it's the only time I'd ever seen him since we had broken up in high school. It's the only time I'd ever seen him. So it was but it was. So
I was that way when I saw my high school girlfriend for like the first time after we'd broken up in high school. Like at Miller's reception for his wedding. It was very weird that she was there. And we did that same thing where like we saw each other at 2 tables across and then just like, nope.
Yeah.
There's the wall of non-existence there that I see, but I'm not going to see.
That hasn't happened to me yet. And I fucking dread it because it will happen.
Yeah.
It will
Yeah.
happen.
Really? You
We
think
live
so?
in the same town.
well,
it will happen.
Yeah. And I actually just put something together in my head, something that I hadn't even realized. So when I broke up with the cop, I slept on a friend's couch for like 3 weeks. When I broke up with Dan, he and I were living together, but our lease was about to be up. So I went and I stayed on a friend's couch for like 3 weeks. He let me live in his house for like 3 weeks until the lease was up. So that's 2 breakups where I have escaped to somebody's house for 3 weeks. So yeah.
I can see that when your home space is violated, you just have to go somewhere else.
Yeah,
I get that.
yeah. And then but you asked like, you put it behind you, how you moving on. But the thing about that then was even more awful was that I stayed at this friend's house for like 3 weeks and then Dan moved out and there was still a month left on the lease. So then I went back to that apartment and all of his stuff was gone, but just my stuff was there. And that
He didn't steal any of your stuff?
didn't steal any of my stuff. Good,
good guy.
good on
He's a
him.
good
He's
guy.
a really good
I
guy.
was saying, 'cause I would have been me. I've been like, what do I want to say?
Nope, didn't take any of my stuff. But coming back into that apartment and seeing everything gone except for my stuff was, I think till the day I die, it'll be of like the top 5 most depressing images I've ever seen. Horrible. And then I had to stay there. I was like, I know I have to be here. This is awful.
I can almost imagine that like being like you walk in and it's as if the dotted line to cut out things
Yes.
are like
yeah.
there in the room.
Well, and all of the furniture was his. So it was just all of my stuff all over the floor. And I was like, this looks like this is the visual personification of what a disaster I feel like inside. Great. 2 thumbs up.
Maybe all his stuff just vanished. Do you think about that?
Yeah.
Maybe he's a wizard.
Right.
Dan Ford Furniture Rapture.
But it all worked out, and now we're friends, and we both absolutely know it was for the best.
Are you
A
friends with
million
most of your
percent.
exes? I know Jacob has the ability to be friends
No.
with like all of his exes.
No, Dan is the only ex of mine that I'm still friends with. There's one that I'm like on civil terms with, but like that's just because we live in the same city and kind of run in the same circle.
You'll
Dan
wave
is
them
the
at
only
grocery
one.
store.
Dan is the only one who's going to get an invite to the wedding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dan's invited.
Just the wedding for Dan.
yeah,
He's the only one.
that's it. It's me and Jacob
And
and the
Dan.
photographer and Dan.
Dan is the photographer and the officiant.
I was hoping the photographer was there just to take Dan's reaction pictures
But like,
as he watches the wedding.
But like, how amazing is it? But like, what a great
His
guy!
sketch artist.
What a great guy that he offered to get ordained to perform our wedding.
Yeah. He's pretty good.
Solid guy.
Moves out super fast too. No
Yeah,
complaints.
No.
But Jacob's superior sexually, though.
Yeah.
You're making your face.
Tim's turned it off. It's fine.
Jacob is making the, well, I'm not sharing this to Facebook face.
Yeah, I like that. It's a good face.
No, we're gonna tag. Now that we know his last name, we're tagging him in the episode.
Damn it, no!
Because I know he's the best oral you've ever had. That's hands down. That's given. It's granted.
Jacob will tell anybody that. Like, that's not a secret.
Okay, motherfucker.
No, but like, that's not a secret.
Don't phrase that like Jacob will tell anyone that. Why don't you fucking tell them? Why don't you?
I am a Southern belle. I am a delicate fucking flower.
Who loves my pussy getting licked?
You know it. Who doesn't? Am I right?
Literally no
Yeah,
one.
some girls don't like it.
Yeah. Well, I'm okay. I don't know. This. Yeah, sure.
No,
Yeah,
tell us the theory.
This is like a super bad feminist thing to say, but like, I have friends who are like, I just don't get it. It's not pleasurable. I don't understand it, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Really? Like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? No, but like, really?
You used to feel that way though.
I guess, yeah. But I never was like, I never was like totally uninterested. Like, I hate it. And I know some people do. And it's just so far out of the realm of my understanding that it's one of those things that like, it's like somebody explaining quantum physics to me. I just have to be like, I
take your word
assume
for
that
it.
that's true because I cannot possibly validate it. So like if somebody says to me like, oral sex hurts, I'm like,
Hurts?
yeah,
It's
I
like
guess
gum.
it
You
does.
just chew on it a little bit.
I don't know.
I like that the three of us immediately made the motion.
It's one of those things that like when somebody says that it's like not pleasurable, that it never works for them. The gut reaction is to be like, well, I guess you've never had it done right. Even though that's like intensely condescending and
Just
very dismissive.
Send them to Oral Kroger. Sounds like you guys have a Kroger for everything. Just send them on over to Oral
We
Kroger.
really do. That one's on Cheshire Bridge.
That's a win to call Jacob.
Jacob, a.k.a.
Oral Kroger.
Open 24 hours.
That's
But not the
true.
pharmacy.
He's got to sleep sometime.
Oral Kroger of wolf fighting fame. Christened. Episode 299.
Yay, you did it.
You made it.
Yep.
Yay.
You're a title.
Tadpog superlative.
A lot of people I hear that don't like it, it's an anxiety thing. Like, I don't want your face on there. That's where I pee from. No.
Oh, yeah.
no.
Yeah.
It's like, but you'll
like a
give a
hygiene
blowjob.
thing.
Like, that's where the pee comes out of and you're putting it in your mouth. Oh, that's different. It's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things that, like, if you think about it too hard, you're gonna get grossed out. So you just have to remember that, like, if that wasn't supposed to be a function of it,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be pleasurable.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
Like that's the whole, like, you know, when people are like, well, you know, gay people, that's not the function. That's not what the penis is for. It's like, well, then why does it feel good? If sexual pleasure wasn't a vital function of these organs, I mean, it's not like giving birth to a child is the only thing that your vagina can do.
Mm-hmm.
It can also give you pleasure. And if it wasn't supposed to give you pleasure, it wouldn't. Like, it doesn't matter.
That's what they're trying to get rid of that 1984. The pill that gets rid of orgasm.
Oh, God. 1984. What a bad year.
Yep.
Don't want that.
Year I was born. Yep. Yep.
Ooh.
I also can't have orgasms. So,
We know that's
We
not
know.
true. Have you-
one of you's not doing it right, and one of you is.
Boom! Who's the Oral King now, Jacob?
You did. What are you looking at?
What?
What are you looking at?
I was
On your
just pulling
phone?
up my browser on my phone
Why?
because
What are you doing?
there was a lull in the conversation.
You're being interviewed.
Was I asked a question besides your rude prying one?
Come on.
It's all right. It's okay. It's all right.
No, I literally wasn't.
She
doing
answered
it.
my inappropriate questions. It's good. It looks like we're at about time, though.
Oh.
So I'm trying to see if there's anything else.
Any other
might have to
questions?
Talk about
This is it. This is your only
How
opportunity.
how often do you listen to the show? No judgment.
I
A
will
lot
say
of people come and don't listen to it all, so it's fine.
Yeah, it is
I
very
would say
true.
I listen when Jacob is like, you should definitely listen to this. You should definitely listen to this one. Or I listen to any episode that Jacob's on. I listen to any episode that Jacob is on. And I listen to anyone where he's like, oh, you have to listen to it. Because there have been several times where he's been like with Shake's episode. I think his last one, you were like, you should listen to it. And so I did. And I was like, yeah.
There's always a specific reason that I say you need
Yeah.
to listen to it. It's never like you should listen to it because I think at a wash you will enjoy this. I think it's because you need to hear this specific joke. That happens.
And specifically too, like for the Shake episode, is because I've never met him, and you were like, you were like, you should listen to this because it will give you a great idea of who this person is that we talk about all the time. And I was like, yes, phenomenal reason, perfect.
Okay.
That's
Great.
fair. And he's very much himself.
Yeah.
On,
yeah.
on his
Yeah,
episodes. Yeah.
totally. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's something you think we could do better or should do, or what's an improvement from what you've listened to?
Oh gosh.
Or what's something that sucks? We'll go the other way too.
I honestly don't know, because I will say for me my only like problem with the show sometimes is just that since I haven't played the games, sometimes it's just inside baseball. Like the second half of the episode, I just don't know anything about the game. So I'm like, so I'll listen to the first half, I'll listen to the stories, and then be like, okay.
I know
But,
a
like,
lot of people that do that.
Yeah, but it's still like I still enjoy it and I enjoy the stories. It's just that, you know.
There's like a shift in tone too, where it's like,
Oh, totally.
Like when we get to the game, it's like, okay, this is the game part.
Yeah.
and there's gonna be jokes.
Now,
probably,
here's the mediocre
but-
part. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just shift that lever
Chill
on
it,
back.
second gear. All right.
There we go.
Because I think too, a lot of, I listen to a book podcast really regularly called Literary Disco, which is fantastic. And one of the best things and strangest things about it is that one of the three hosts is Ryder Strong from Boy Meets World,
Oh,
played
okay.
Sean Hunter. And the podcast is great. I love it. I love the show. And they talk about all these fantastic books. And 99% of the time, I haven't read the book that they're talking about. But when they start, so they'll start at the top and just talk about their lives and what's going on. And then when they start talking about the book, they're talking about a story. I know all the terminology that they're using. I know the story. They'll talk about the plot. They'll talk about literary devices. And I know what that is. But because I haven't played games, when you guys start talking about the games, you'll start talking about mechanics and stuff. And I'm like, I have no idea what this means. I just don't have any frame of reference. It's not that it's like bad or boring. I'm brand new. I'm a baby. I don't know anything.
If we recorded in a Kroger, would that make a difference?
Oh yeah, especially kosher Kroger.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
We'll look into it.
I ate so
a good
much sushi from Kroger back at culinary school. This doesn't sound like a thing you do in culinary
No,
school, but
it doesn't.
that was what I would do. Like on the way home,
Yeah.
go to Kroger.
There's a lot of stuff that you did while in culinary school that doesn't sound like a thing should do.
I would make work with lobster and things like that. Go home and eat a stack of Kroger pizzas, 4 pizzas high, and drink Live and Lime Gatorade.
Yep.
Yeah,
Would you eat them like simultaneously?
like pancakes.
Really?
Just stack them up. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Fork, knife, and a fork, and go at them like
Really?
pancakes. Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie. That actually sounds kind of cool.
I want to try that.
You're kind of a hero right now.
Because I would go, like, I was your 250-pound hero at that point, because I would go in and just buy, like, to the top, from the grocery cart to the top of Kroger pizzas.
Oh, man.
And they get, like, the huge, like, gallon thing of lemon lime Gatorade. Yep.
Not so much on the Gatorade part, but like doing the quad stack of pizzas. I like that.
I'm an orange.
That's what we're
Gatorade
gonna have
girl.
at Tadpog prom. That we're just going to like. How many you want? You
Yeah.
want a 4 stack? You want an 8 stack?
We'll do
You
it.
want a 27 stack? All right.
All right.
It's like the In-N-Out secret menu. I want a 4x4. All right.
Were they all the same toppings, or did you switch them
I'll
up?
switch it up.
Oh,
Man, I like that.
that's crazy.
Man, I like that.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
God.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I love it, but it's crazy.
So you could do like a sandwich. You could do like pepperoni as the bread, and then inside it could just be
Combination.
Supreme.
Isn't
Oh,
that
man.
isn't that just a calzone?
You got to fold it.
Yeah.
Did you ever fold them and put them in a
no.
waffle iron?
It's been invented already.
I didn't have waffle iron back then. I just like, I'm going to make a gross person's snack of food.
Come on, man.
It was pretty cool because it was me like sitting down in front of Final Fantasy 11.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Rayman DVDs on the TV.
Yeah.
TV tray in front of me.
Yeah.
And Gatorade. And then
That
a
sounds-
sack
What
of
else do you
pizza.
need?
And then for dessert, I basically eat like a whole. That's when they came in instead of bags. They were in boxes. A whole box of Hostess chocolate donuts.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
I
like,
love
this
the
is dinner.
idea.
This is-
I love the idea of you being like getting the Gatorade because you're like, I have to replenish my electrolytes. Like it's the most obvious decision in the world.
There is not enough sodium in these frozen pizzas. I need to get this Gatorade.
All about
man.
Gator. I am an orange Gatorade girl.
So is my brother.
100,000,000%. I love orange Gatorade. But that you eating that way while you're in culinary school sounds like a friend of mine who, when she was in grad school, the only TV show that she could watch was Say Yes to the Dress because she was in grad school for biochemical engineering and was just like
you didn't escape.
her brain was so fried from like reading all this like scientific stuff that she couldn't focus on. Like she tried watching, it was the first year that House of Cards had come out and she watched like 2 episodes of House of Cards and was like, I'm going to fall apart emotionally if I have to invest in something like this. And just
I get it.
she had to destroy her brain when she wasn't in school. It was the only way she
Yeah.
could be balanced.
I guess probably after making a 7-course meal, I probably didn't want to come back and like cook anything.
Cook. Yeah, no, fuck that.
Makes sense. And I don't think the things that you described were gross.
Dave is still like team quad stack.
No, I'm on board. No, this is not a joke.
Well, see, it's easier for you because you don't have a beard. The thing about having a beard eating pizza is like I have pizza for the rest of the day. Like, unless I take a shower immediately after,
Yeah.
I'm just pizza all day and all
Is
night.
this exclusively Kroger pizza or just pizza,
Pizza
in
in
general?
general.
That is
Yeah.
kind of a bummer. Does
So, like,
it happen?
Like it's fine when you're hungry, but when you're really full for eating pizza,
Yeah.
you don't just want to keep smelling
Smelling it.
pizza on your face. So
Was it other foods too, or just pizza?
pizza's the worst. Pizza's by far the worst.
Because all the like greasy,
The grease
yeah.
and like, because I mean, generally a piece of pizza is larger than your mouth, or it'll touch other places, or it'll
Sure.
drip. So yeah,
I don't know, man. I've got a beard too. I don't know
you're
that
not
I'm
eating pizza, right?
I guess maybe.
Yeah, you're being too fucking delicate about this.
Yeah, you gotta cram it in there.
I agree.
Eat all 4 as quickly as possible so you can hurry up and get to the feeling bad about yourself, and then pick it back up with the whole box of donuts.
Why they switched to bags?
It's probably cheaper to manufacture.
Yeah. Do you prefer the box to the bag? Or?
I do.
Yeah.
I prefer the box.
I like the box.
I don't like the bag. I like seeing all my donuts laid out in front of me.
Yeah, yeah.
The bag
Like a
feels.
trough.
See, I was just about to say that the bag feels a little feed baggy. It feels a little like stick your face in this, fat ass.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Right, okay.
you're not wrong, but I also like that trough though.
Oh yeah.
That good trough.
So look in that plastic window and be like, yeah, look at all those chocolate donuts.
Look at all of my
those
friends.
little
Yeah,
I can't wait to visit them.
those dark circles of security and acceptance.
We've all been
and
there.
fuck pop. It has to be chocolate. I don't like. I mean,
You don't like the
sometimes I
powdered
might do the
donuts?
powdered donuts for like breakfast, maybe, but chocolate like any time of day.
both of them. We gotta stop talking about them though.
Bagel bites, little chocolate donuts. I could have any time of day
man.
for the rest of my life, and I'm fine.
Bagel bites. I haven't had bagel bites in so long.
Well, that's like
Don't
that.
start it. Don't start it again because I bought
Yeah.
bagel bites. Like, Just like like a whim. It's like Megabytes. I haven't had these since I was like 20, and I bought them. And I was like, yeah, these are really fucking good and like horrible for me.
Well, it's like that stinger the other day where you were talking about, oh man, I can't wait until I get cancer. I'm just gonna like eat everything that I
say that.
You implied that you couldn't wait until you got cancer.
Like when it inevitably happens because we're humans,
right?
Then
you implied that you were psyched about getting cancer.
Can't wait.
Man, I'm like, it's gonna be so cool to just like let it all just go.
Just
It's
give
like,
in to those vices. Be like, wow,
exactly.
this is a.
You guys are not. No one's gonna like me. I'm gonna be miserable to be around.
You're not. You're going to be eating 4 stacks of pizzas. You're going to be thrilled.
Like I said, I'm gonna be miserable.
Blast my fucking brain with chemicals.
like you'd be the Larry David that does not give a fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty sweet.
Oh, thanks for coming on and doing this, Galen. I appreciate it.
Of course, thanks for
Yes,
having
thank
me.
you.
I feel so official.
Yeah, it's true.
You are. You're official as fuck.
Official AF.
I just want to thank all of the little people that I stepped on to get here.
We just need to give you a more feminist title than Galen of Jacob's.
I am not defined by my relationship.
No.
What as an actress, what do you plan on doing about the last name situation post marriage?
I'm going to. Well, my name is Rebecca Galen Crawley. Oh. My first name is Rebecca. I have never, ever, ever for one day gone by Rebecca. My parents have always called me Galen. It's just tradition on my dad's side of the family to go by your middle name.
Interesting.
So I'm going to drop the Rebecca and I'm going to make Crawley my middle name. So I'm going to be Galen Crawley York. And I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep the York or just continue to go by Galen Crawley. Mm-hmm. But I figure if I add Galen Crawley York, all of my past reviews and stuff will still come up in Google search.
Sure.
So
That's true.
Yeah. I haven't decided professionally whether or not I'm going to add it yet. But in life, I will be Galen York.
How sexist is casting? Like, if you have a hyphenated last name to imply that you're married, would you theoretically get less parts because casting directors would be like, oh, she's married, I'm not going to fuck her?
You know, I've actually found, I've found in town, in Atlanta particularly, there are several actresses who work very frequently that have hyphenated last names, that have combination last names. And that really doesn't seem to be an issue.
Or that have taken their husband's last name.
Yes, or that have taken their husband's last name. And that's something that I've thought about a lot. In terms of the Atlanta scene, is I think a lot of it is that it's the South and that it's, a very traditional place. But a lot of the women in town have hyphenated names or have taken their husband's name. And
because you've been in my phone as Galen Crawley York for over a year now.
I love that.
So when I got a new phone and then you text me for the first time and I didn't have your number when I updated it, I was like, it's going to happen. There we go.
I love that. That makes me really happy.
Because I told Jacob a long time ago, I was like, no, yeah, this one. That's good. That last one was bullshit. No, this one.
She got a haunted butt, but she
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on iTunes, Stitcher, or SoundCloud. So you don't miss the next episode, our 300th episode. Yeah. An episode I've wanted to do for a while.
The 300th.
Yeah, 300th.
You've been looking forward to it since episode 1.
Yeah, I'm ready for 300.
I'm a huge fan of Zack Snyder.
Sparta.
We talked about doing a 300 themed episode, but there's only PS. It's 300
it's
for
like
PSP is it?
Yeah.
So it's
No. Not
Just
doing
an
it.
episode of screaming. We can do the 300th episode, but just know that we are dressed like the Spartans the entire time.
Yeah.
And just,
Yeah.
We have the proper bodies. We worked out really hard for this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not really. I didn't.
I put out one
Come
of
on.
my eyes. We're very
Don't
appropriate.
sell yourself short.
Yeah.
You're looking great.
Are there animals in that movie? I haven't seen that movie.
Never mind.
300?
I've not seen 300.
I haven't seen
It's the
300
only
either.
good movie that Zack Snyder's made.
It's pretty good.
I believe it, I
300's
guess,
good?
because I don't
I think it is.
I think 300 is really good. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I think it's absolutely worth watching.
All right. I guess I'll watch it.
I don't have to, but I think it's absolutely worth watching.
I'm going to be
I
completely
think it
honest.
is.
I
I
don't
agree.
think I'll ever watch it.
It's one of those.
Cersei's in it.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I like her.
But does she love her kids in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. It takes a Spartan mother to bear Spartan warriors, so yeah.
That is logic. Yeah.
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 But for our 300th episode, and I'm going to give her proper billing, Galen and Jacob are returning for Katawa Shujo.
What is that?
I'm so excited about.
Just like because it might not be a game that
I've talked
people
about
are
it. Was
super familiar with.
It was a long time ago when I played it. I think I've mentioned
you
it
have
briefly
mentioned
in
it on the
past.
show, just in little snippets.
Because it is I saw it talked about on Reddit. Everybody was talking about like it's finally out, yay! I saw the address.
It's finally out. Yay.
Yay!
That was in the Yay subreddit.
Yay! Thanks to yay about.
Atlas, they don't enjoy you like I enjoy you.
And
That's basically just for you.
it is a free visual novel dating sim in which you date a cornucopia of girls with differently disabled.
Yeah, sure.
Physical disablements.
Yes.
Of varying degrees of severity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which we'll talk about.
We'll go on about it, yeah. But
I really want to jump in right now and be like, one of them was missing their thumb.
She's in a special school because she's missing one thumb.
so there's your teaser. You probably want to hear it.
We have
I'm
opinions.
glad I wasn't the only one who read that and was like, what?
I lost it.
They love video games in Japan, and if you're missing one thumb, you can't play most of them. Her competitive Street Fighter days are over.
Yeah, that is. You gotta use
my
the
God.
palm for the
It's the
joystick.
best.
She's really good at Mario Party, but other than that. So that's our 300th episode.
300.
Please come back. And let's see. Until then, what we really need are more 5-star iTunes reviews. It's the biggest
We do.
marketplace. We need it. So please go to iTunes, find TADPOG, subscribe, give the show a 5-star rating, and write a review. And if there's a game you want us to play, guest host you want for a certain episode, a Patreon request, include that in your 5-star written review. And we promise we will get to that.
Eventually.
Don't worry, guys. Like Tyler said, we're gonna be back. That was super flat. That was like let's just get this over. That's what that was.
Don't worry,
That's-
we're gonna
be back. In the meantime, you can find us in tabog.com where show notes are.
You wasted all of your excitement on 4 pizzas.
In no thumb.
4 pizzas.
4 pizzas and no
One thumb.
If I ever write a sitcom that you like help me produce, that's what it's going to be called. 4 pizzas and no thumb. And it's going to be about strippers in Arizona.
Drinking Shack soda.
You damn straight.
Let's get some.
Can't hold that bottle without a thumb. It's too big.
It is.
It's like hold it like a baby.
No, you're using your thumb.
See?
That almost ruined our soundboard.
I am so proud of you. Oh my God, you've never been hotter.
You can also find us on Facebook.
You're welcome.
At facebook.com/tadpog. There's a lot of cool people there doing a lot of cool shit. Thanks for the feedback on the eating. We're going to eat. Eater's gonna eat. That's what we're gonna do.
That's how we live.
If you send us 4 frozen pizzas from Kroger, we'll stack that shit on top of each other and eat it.
And I feel like that's absolutely going to happen because those are super fucking cheap.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a matter of
Oh, it's gonna cost like 4 times the amount to ship it.
to ship it. Yeah.
Because I'm not eating some fucking unfrozen.
Or send us Kroger gift cards that we exclusively have to
$4 on a Kroger gift card.
Right on the card in a Sharpie. 4 pizza only.
Void purchase otherwise.
Yes. You can find us on Twitter. We are at @tadpog_podcast. It's cumbersome, I realize. Thank you to everybody who retweets us. That's really awesome because that exposes us to your friends who do not want to know about us. So that's always a great thing. You can call us if you want. Every now and then we do an all-call show. Sometimes when we have time at the end of an episode, we do calls then as well. Give us a voicemail at 270-883-2555. You can also send a text if you want. I'll probably fuck it up. I promise, actually, that I'll fuck it up. So there you go. We have a Patreon if you would like to donate. If you want to join the ranks of all the awesome people who already donate, you can do so at patreon.com/tadpog. It's a really cool thing. So thank you very much.
So this Thursday we'll have another episode out. So if you
That's
want
right.
that, get on that Patreon $1 donation.
That's right.
What's it going to be? Can you tease it?
I want to run a game
Nice.
I want to run a game called Everyone is John.
Yeah.
Which is a really simple RPG that the way I described it to Tyler was like, it's like Herman's Head, but Herman is a crazy man.
Yeah.
And you just try to get him, every person plays a voice in John's head, and every player has a goal that they want to get John to do.
That's
So
fun.
it's
What's the movie? The Pixar movie recently?
Inside Out.
Inside Out. So, or it's like Inside Out of a crazy person.
I haven't seen Inside Out. Is that like Herman's
It's
Head?
Herman's Head if it were a Pixar movie.
All right. So I want to do that. It's just a matter of doing it.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
You guys
I
aren't.
agree.
You guys, I mean, how long are you guys in? It'd be
That's
cool to
okay.
have you guys
We'll
in.
probably be gone.
Yeah, okay. Well,
If there's anything you want to send us, if there's more delicious, quote unquote, foods or foods you want to have us experience, more food to just experience, or if we get a game in the mail, it gets top priority, or anything like that. If you want to send us, unless you're Matt Barger,
Right.
Otherwise,
or we don't have the system to play it on.
but or we don't have the system.
Right.
It's true. But we're 3D Dot Heroes in 2016. It's happening
Okay.
We'll see.
because we know once
Yeah.
they're done, he won't ever listen again. So.
I think that bridge, we've crossed that.
I don't think one in every 25 posts he'll like.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't see him much anymore.
Matt, buddy, if you're listening still, let me know.
God love you.
So if you want to send us something, please send it to TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. We're also on Instagram now at TADPOG_podcast. Yes, it's a private group. I'm on top of it though. So once I make sure you're not a bot or a crazy person, then I'll accept it. You're right in. You can see all the weird pictures.
So many weird pictures.
Mostly pictures of like food, games, and cute stuff Ken has gotten. So
Yeah.
because that's what's on my phone. I try to put something
Love
up
it,
every
baby.
day.
Baby girl.
Galen, our theme song.
Moves by Sycamore Drive.
Nice. Where can a link to that track be found?
On the website?
Yep.
Yeah.
Close enough. Yeah.
All right.
Jacob, you want to pick up the slack?
In the show notes on tadpog.com.
Thank you.
I knew the name of the theme song this time, you guys.
That's good. No, that's very
is
good.
really
Very
Baby
good.
steps. Baby
And it was
steps.
quick, too.
Yeah.
Knew
You're
it.
ready for
Like
it.
you'd rehearsed it for 2 hours on the way over or something. No.
I
Did you
admit
look it up like
nothing.
right before?
Yeah, was that the browser thing?
No.
That's absolutely what happened. I feel very confident that that's what happened.
If you type into Google theme song for Tadpog, it just shrugs. So I know that's not what
It
happened.
says, did you mean tadpole?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tadpole Inc. is what comes up on iTunes whenever you try to search for it.
Damn it.
How'd you guys have to close this out?
Getting us at every turn.
I guess with a song.
With a song? All right. So we'll sing our outro to what tune?
Wonderwall.
Wonderwall.
By
Weird. I was
Oasis.
thinking the same thing. All right.
Refresh me.
How many lives are living strange? How many places people change? Where were you while we were getting high?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Someday you will find me. Nothing and fly.
That's Champagne Supernova,
Champagne Supernova.
which is not Wonderwall.
No, I sang the wrong song.
I didn't even know until you got to that chorus. I was like, yeah, it's Wonderwall. I didn't even know.
Me neither. It was until I said the wrong ones, and I was like, "That's the other Oasis song." You stupid Southern Jew.
So, dealer's choice, we just get to sing it in the tune to any Oasis song that we want.
Pick an Oasis song. Wait, are there any others?
Beyond Oasis. Whatever. It's fine. That's my maximum exposure.
I like it.
So until next time.
Tropical Capricorn.
Yeah.
That's good. My ears hurt, though.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
was
happened.
not pleasant.
Pretty bad. Hi, my name is Galen. I'm a Stupid Southern Jew.